Southeast Asia, second time for me in recent years. Last time I remember, it was on the balcony at the hotel in Luang Prabang in Laos. Well, this time, I'm not too far away from that, indeed, in the neighbouring country of Thailand. And yes, if you did have to ask, I did indeed travel by rail. It was a very short journey from Chiang Mai to the next main station on the line, Lam Phun, I guess. But here's how the journey turned out to be. Pretty enjoyable, actually.
The station of Chiang Mai was my first introduction to Thailand and the first national rail network I travelled on predominantly running on meter gauge. The station looked very classic rail indeed, with a locomotive placed at the station square, which reminded me to a bit of Hangzhou West in China. But the station felt much less like those in China. Even if the city was Thailand's second largest, it was incredibly compact. Like in much of the world, especially back home in Switzerland, you just went into the hall and to the train you were to travel on. No ticket, ID or security checks at all. Thailand remains an incredibly popular destination for all, so information both Thai and English were readily available. My train was the 1700 service to Krong Thep Apiwat, a major hub in the capital of Thailand, Krong Thep Mahanakhon or Bangkok. The inside felt a bit retro even in the best class of travel first class sleeper. The berths were fold-away to be used at night. Just a tiny bit cramped maybe, but still very usable and quite a bit chilly too to the uninitiated. And of course your own window to yourself in your own world, in your own compartment. Add to that helpful staff, and all ticket inspections here were on board. The window was emblazoned with the logo of the State Railways of Thailand. This route I took from Chiang Mai to the Thai capital was one of the busiest and most in-demand lines, paralleled by transport thoroughfares from north to south. The rail network remains largely at level, so railway crossings were always here and there, very different from China, where everything, especially on high speed, is elevated, but much like a fair bit of Switzerland. The intermediate stations in Thailand I saw were very well maintained. Having passed through this one, Sarafi, I soon was given mine to explore, Lam Phun. In my sleeper compartment, I also found mineral water, and of course you took these along, drank them, and kept the bottles as a travel souvenir. The station shown here looked most like Hua Lamphong Station in Bangkok. My next station wasn't that grandiose, but Lam Phun Station was impressive, a station that seemed also to merge itself into a garden. Step-free access wasn't forgotten at platform level, signage was helpful and omnipresent, and the inside of the station reminded me to some of the nicer ones in London at the far end of the Metropolitan line. Outside of the station, the gardens by it looked like someone really took care of it as a labour of love, and it shows. The intermediate stations here appear a delight even without the rather daredevil designs of many a new Chinese high-speed station, and I like it like that.
And that would make Thailand, I think most likely my end, country or territory 19 I've travelled by national rail services in the world. Yes, COVID did pretty much break the stretch for quite a while, but hopefully plenty more to come. I'll be very interested to see which country or territory will indeed be number 20. If you have an idea or suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Until then, I'll see you on board the next railway journey.